Exciting one for you today, guys. We are at the most exclusive custom fitting facility in the world. We're at Taylormade's Kingdom and we are getting a full-blown whistle tour, and I'm even going to get a wood fit off the man who fits Tiger Woods golf clubs. So let's head up, meet him, have a little look around and then get some wood fitting done. I am excited for this one. Going to be a lot of stuff that you won't have seen before in here, so stay tuned and see what we've got going.
Welcome, mate, welcome.
How are we, sir?
Pretty good. You've brought the weather with you.
Thought we'd bring the English sunshine here. Chris, how are we doing?
Good to see you, mate.
This is the main man, Chris Trott.
How are you guys?
And if you've not checked out his channel as well, do make sure you head over there, give him a little sub. You are a stalwart here at the Kingdom.
I have, I've been at Taylormade for a long time, involved with the company for a long time, on tour, and in more recent years here. I mean, this, as you're going to see in this video, is, for me, one of the best ranges in the world.
Yeah.
And I've been to most of them, to be fair. But there's many reasons, and I think purely from a player's point of view,
yeah,
I like that it's at sea level.
Yes.
I like that you hit into the prevailing wind.
Yeah.
And I like that you can see the ball land all the way. So from a fitting point of view...
See, them slices really good.
Well, for you, no. But basically, it just some things that just make it great, and the sounds, how the range is set up as well.
Yeah.
So when you're hitting golf shots and you're testing new products, just how the acoustics of the range are and things like that. They cover everything here. But, I mean, first off, we'll take you through. You are seeing it just before we've got a big event coming up, so it's actually probably the messiest it's ever going to be, which I'm embarrassed about, and it's actually not that messy, but it's the worst it's ever going to be. But it's the speakeasy entrance and through these doors. I mean, you've had everyone. Tigers hit balls here, DJs hit balls here. We've had everyone you can think of, going back as far as like Jim Flick, Hale Irwin, all the legends, everyone.
Proper people then.
Yeah, so come through, guys, check it out. So as you can see, this is the crew that we have at the photo shoot every year, obviously flanking the GOAT, which is brilliant. But I mean, through the years, Taylormade, you alluded to it, I've been here a long time, and I have. And we used to work with sort of 70 players a week at tour events. Wow. As things have gone on, now it's very bespoke as to what the individuals need. Yeah. The level of player has gone up.
Yeah.
But to be fair, the detail of the work and the way the golf clubs are, there's so many tweaks and changes you can make, and there might be people out there on your channel thinking, well, this is brilliant, but what do I need as a golfer, or when do I need a fitting? And I think if you can hit the ball out the centre, he says that all the time. Yeah. Hitting it out the centre is the most important thing, because we as fitters and coaches can then work on that.
Indeed, and I think Team Taylormade, as the years have gone on, and the content you put out now is just phenomenal, and it's, whenever one of the videos comes out, like with any of them on, it's like, oh, gonna watch that.
And it's changing, and I think the way that we select players has changed, and even Charlie, the way she came on, we got her before, she was the stud that she is now. It just always evolves and capturing players, but as you see, there's other areas as well that we've changed a little bit. Golf bags, coming out with commemorative ones, major championship bags, I think this is this season, and then winners bags that have actually won majors. I saw you guys looking at these as you first came in to get your own locker next to the big cat, who is obviously the resident here. Yeah. You then have major winning bags up top of the tournaments that they won, and then that gets a spot up there. And then we've added in this new section recently, because people are, I think, as social media becomes more prominent, people are learning a little bit more about this. It was always under the tone as to what we had, but now they're sort of wanting to come and knowing that they can get their exclusive Kingdom swag just off one view. And I think you have to have a little smell of the Dormy stuff as you go by. It's a freshie, always smells good. Oh wow. They do a good job, and obviously that's just for us, Dormy head covers up there in Nova Scotia. But then Yeti is also in here as well, and just the custom things that you can pick up if you come.
I've never seen one of those on course.
No, I know.
That would be.
I mean, would you use it if you got one? I mean, I think some people probably keep them as
stick it in the little the little glass frame, wouldn't you?
Yeah, exactly. But and that's just where it starts. So if someone comes in for a fitting here, we hook them up with the Starbucks. They obviously have their name up in lights. Locker next to Tiger. I know we got your clubs in there at the moment. Quite intimidating for a few people. But as you walk through, you then have a fitting room in there, which is being used as preparation for our tournament. That is 3D motion sensors that you can
Oh, wow.
hit out onto the actual Kingdom range. Open kitchen, pretty much like any great restaurant. It's matching up to what the tour department would have, but on a much smaller scale.
Yeah.
USGA rulers, curing cells, all the weight changes, ferrule belts, you can get it all done in there. And then this is the putter studio that has an oscillating floor on there, so we can work with players. It's about a 12, 15 foot putt, it's a 12 foot putt. We work on left to right to left, how your swing looks. Obviously we've got the Quintex system there, and then also all sorts of motion analysis to see how that golf ball is coming off and how it's rolling down the green. Then you have another little spec area here covering grips. Obviously it's your contact point with the golf club. We have digital and analog loft and lie machines. So some pros, when we get here, they don't like to go on the digital. Some guys prefer the old school.
Right.
Because this can mess with your mojo a bit if it's off by like 0.25.
Yeah.
Some pros get a bit finicky on that.
Wow.
Obviously we run it out for the AMs as well,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's all in there. Then one of my favorite things, which no one ever really seems to give any credit to, but we've got Kingdom water. And we actually have Kingdom beer as well, which I'll make sure I get you some of them before we leave. And then as you come through here, now you start to get into,
wow.
yeah, this is where it gets pretty impressive. I think from a fitting perspective, there's a lot. I mean, I can see it in your face, it's a lot, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you really do need to come in and like manage your own fitting a little bit as a player.
Yeah.
And either trust the fitter or have the rapport with the fitter. Because for you, mate, you might only be in a section of these.
Yeah.
But you might come in as a player and think,
I wanna
geez,
try everything.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But you have a bell curve where you're gonna hit it good.
Yeah.
And we'll warm you up on the Golf Forever stuff there behind your camera guy, and we'll get you in a good place so that you can get some confidence going. But think about the emotions that someone's gone through now.
Yeah.
Your bag's gone next to Tigers, you've been around all this great stuff, you're a little intimidated, someone's handed you a fancy Kingdom water and you're like, Jesus, now I've got to hit golf
Now I've
shots.
got to hit a golf ball.
Exactly.
You want me to not top it?
So it's a lot, so you have to manage the person a little
Yeah.
bit when you're doing this job.
And how long does like a normal fitting last here then? Is it like a
think-
full day thing?
I
Or?
think, no, we run them for like 4 hours,
Okay.
and then there's a morning and an afternoon session, you can
Yeah.
get a full bag for that.
Yeah.
Again, if it was me from a tour point of view, and I know we're going to get into that later as we talk about it, I do fittings a little differently, but you do want to let the guests coming in relax and enjoy it and see what it is.
Yeah.
We run both models of golf ball, the X and then the regular.
Yeah.
Crucial that you have the right golf ball for what you need, because that
Yeah.
sets the tone for everything.
Yeah.
Then we've got full swing monitors, TrackMan range out there. You can see this morning you've actually caught one of the few days where the marine layer's coming in, so the lights are on the mower. But I mean, the whole range
Oh,
is
wow.
set up. We've got the fairway, we've got the hitting area.
Yeah.
I know one year I was here in like the mid 2000s and Daly was staying in the parking lot and he came out to hit a few balls and he had a prototype driver and he literally got as far as here in his bare feet and he just threw a ball down in a divot and was slamming them over the fence with driver off the deck. Hit like 15 balls and went, boys, I'm done, this thing's good, and left.
Let's go.
But I mean, you've got to have some serious ball speed in order to reach the back end.
What is the back?
I think it's like 320, 330. But if you think about to carry it at sea level into a prevailing wind, that's a good hit.
Yeah.
But the other thing is when you think about this range, if you're hitting that corner, you get the acoustics and the sound.
Yeah.
So then you have to maybe go over, which I'll take you to, the Jim Flick tee, so the fella that coached Nicholas.
Yeah.
If you go over to Mr. Flick's tee, it's cut a little tighter. So you hit irons off there usually, because the turf's a bit better for that.
Yeah.
And then we keep people generally in a line, because it's quite hard to grow grass in California. I mean, no jokes there, like I'm talking real grass, it's difficult to grow in California. So we keep people hitting balls in a line. Obviously the Rolex clock, which you don't tend to see. Chipping green, pitching, putting, different sands in both the traps. Normally when it's not as wet as this, that would be tight at the front, and then you chip from the rough at the back end. If we do lessons or anything, it would be back there, which is pretty rare. If Tiger comes, he goes back here, out the way, and then we leave him. But yeah, back corner, and we shave that really tight. So Morikawa, like it might not be tight today, but Morikawa, when he comes to help us with irons, he helps us quite a bit with that, and bounce and stuff. You really want, which you'll be familiar with, that links, Lancashire, Cheshire, Scotland type turf to really see the irons. Like when he famously won the Open, he changed his irons the week before. because he was playing up in Scotland, and the bounce is what drove him to change it. So we took that information when he came back here. It's long now, but we literally made this tee. We took it as close as we could.
A couple of mil.
Yeah, and it went yellow. And then we brought him here, and we just had him beating balls off this. And it sounds nice back here. And obviously you can...
You can be in your own little world here, aren't you?
I film a lot of stuff for my channel back here, because it's just private and out the way. And you can tell we've kept it in good nick. There's not many divots here, because we've had a good few weeks off getting ready for this event. Come 24 hours, this place will be mint. It'll be looking mint. Which is why it's quite cool that you're getting to see it just before. While I think people come here and we'll do maybe 3 fittings in the morning and 3 in the afternoon, and again we make people feel comfortable. They get the beer, they get lunch, they get the whole experience. What people don't see is that going on around them, there'll be sound testing, there'll be people out from R&D hitting pots, there'll be people hitting golf ball testing. There's a lot of different things that go on that folks don't actually see.
Yeah. How many ground staff does it
I think there's 3 or 4.
A place like this?
I think 3 or 4. We got a main guy and then 3 guys with him, and yeah, they're all good boys. And I mean, they keep it in good shape. But you have to do
the best range I've ever seen.
You have to do all the aeration and everything. So sometimes it's a bit, you know, it's like a golf course. You can't just have it.
Like the green runs at a normal speed.
And they'll slow it down at times, and then they'll speed up, depending on what we're testing.
Yeah.
It is a great range. I think the only ones that I've seen to me that rival it would be somewhere like Dubai.
Yeah.
And the thing with that is they're not as private and as exclusive. That's what makes this really good. It's good.
Amazing. Well, thank you for that. Let's make a few dints in the old turf here, I guess.
Exactly.
So now we've seen the amazing kingdom, and thank you for that, Chris. Unbelievable. We've had a little bit of a warm up that's over on your channel, ready for a tour fit, and now you're going to fit me for a big dog.
Exactly. I think I've seen a lot of the stuff I want to see. What I would do now, have you just hit a couple of them. We've got our target between the 2 white sticks down there into the fairway. I know you like to hit a fade.
Yeah.
I know you hate a pull.
Yeah.
Using a golf shaft that's a little soft in the tip, and I think that you're maybe loft-wise, I've seen you got it moved to higher on that loft sleeve. We can change our loft on that. So I'm now looking at things, and normally I wouldn't say this out loud. Obviously, I've got you lined up for a little peel fade. I'm looking at how high you tee the golf ball and just your process. And I've got the monitor down now, so I'm going to look at this.
Yeah.
But if you notice, I don't have the phone out yet. I'm more so just looking with my eyes.
Right then, let's see what we've got.
Oh, wow. Okay, go again. It's not a beat balls. Don't worry about it. It's
What's my target?
It's also a Tuesday of a tournament. If this is a tour scenario, you're playing in a tournament in 2 days.
Yeah.
Don't just stand there and give me wishy-washy, because that shot there, if I'm being honest, and you're loose now, so there's no excuses.
Yeah.
That shot there, you were aiming over here.
Yeah.
And then you basically started it straight and faded it.
Yeah.
So what are you aiming at?
Yeah, I didn't really pick anything.
No, you didn't pick anything at all.
Yeah.
And like, that's wasting your time more than mine. So what are you starting at? Come on, what are you starting?
I'm going to go the left white post and move it.
I love it.
In the middle of the fairway.
I'm so happy with that.
Yeah.
Good. Alignment is night and day better than where you were. Night and day.
Same shot.
Yeah? So come on, go again, but go through your routine again.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was hit higher in the blade.
Yeah, a bit high toe.
Yeah, so you've overruled that with the strike on the golf club, not with the club delivery.
Yeah.
So for example, if I look at the previous shots, and let's go all shots for a minute, and I just go into the first golf shot, and I go down here, club path -3.
Yeah.
So that means you're -3 that way. Then I go into the shot that you just hit. So I go last shot, club path -4.
Yeah.
Now I could tell without looking at that by the sound, certainly here, that it was high toe. You still haven't hit a proper shot yet.
No.
Because, and that's any fitters out there, use your ears and your eyes as well.
Yeah.
This just confirms what you're looking for. Aim further left, you're aiming right and you're pulling. Go further left again. Go further left again. Go further left. Now you set up square.
Wow.
Yeah. Shock. Good golf shot.
That was more like it.
Well, your ball speed's gone up 4 or 5 mile an hour. The ball's gone out there 4 or 5 mile an hour more. Your spin rate at 2700 I can handle. Your club path is 7 left. I think during this now, what we're gonna do, you told me that you by the way, your spin is at a good number, 2700. I need to move your path. So if this was a tournament situation, first thing I'd say to you, let's find neutral a little bit, Matt, before we start messing around. So hit another one. If you need to put another stick down, you can. If again, we're in a tournament situation, I'm just like, look mate, let's maybe get this one down that way a little to give you a feel a bit more neutral. I want more of a draw feel. Then on my monitor here, so that you can see it as a player, so you almost don't need me in your ear, I'm gonna bring up path. So the only number you're gonna see is club path. Great golf shot, much better. Now you've halved it. So you've just halved the path and you've got a much better golf shot out of it. So again, we're getting with it 5 golf shots and we're getting to you as a player now. So where I'm going with this, and now you've gone up to 159 ball speed, which is good. But where I'm going with this, I want distance, right? Your driver is about distance. I'm gonna go and get another head. But I want to start getting to a point where I can get you feeling like you're slinging it, but it'll still be faded. We do it all the time because it's yardage, it's distance.
Interesting, like how the mindset is there. On the first few, I've just gone in and not really picked a target. It's like, oh, there's a big field out there. I'm going to whack it out there, as where getting into that routine as if it's like the golf course. That's a huge point.
And this is going to be, it might not be where people would go, but while I've got you hitting so fewer shots, I've got the best version of you at the moment. So I want to make my first move, and this is extreme. Again, if this was Wednesday of a tour event, I wouldn't be doing this. But it's not, and let's assume that it's, and also rookie mistake here, we're taking this off 1 standard click from higher. So we know we've got a driver that's okay. But I think I can find you more yardage. So we'll whack that there. I'll go all the way to lower in a 10.5, the weight all the way in the toe. This thing is going right. You need to release that. So your 290 is your longest one. Ball speed, your quickest ball speed, which is ultimately everything, is 159.
Ooh, slow.
So I got to get you over the 165-ish. 160 would be over 160. So Matt, this ball is going to go right. Aim further left, mate. There you go. And you've got to be hitting me a draw off that right stick. And it will not draw. And if it does, you've done a great job. Great golf shot. Lacking a bit on spin, and you can see that. But watch the first bounce, and the wet fairway didn't quite carry. 162 ball speed, so we've achieved that straight out the gate. Still with a 3.1 left pass. So that one needs a bit more loft. But also what I can do, because less loft is more speed, more energy. So if you get a 6-degree driver, you're going to get more speed, more energy. So I am going to go 10.5 all the way on lower, changed heads, got rid of the movable weight at the front. Next step we're going to go is firmer golf shaft, but I want more launch out of it. So you've got on the other head now, more spin. You're still -3 on your path, remember? That is a much better launch. Much better. Good. Wet fairway didn't kick on. 295, 2.5 left. Spin was a little low, hit it high in the blade, right? But you could see it had more launch on it. That's close. Hit me another one with that before we go tweaking. What's your thoughts on that so far?
It's interesting. Like, I would have never gone to like, oh, I need to swing right, because like in my mind I'm just going, that's going to draw, that's going to draw, I'm going to draw it, and that's not what I want to be seeing. That right to left.
We haven't hit 1 left yet. Coming off with more zip, that. And by the way, it's still fading. Good, and it kicked on. 2100 spin, 295, and then club path -1. 164 ball speed, so you've gained your 6 mile an hour. I'm pretty happy with that. If this was a tournament, I'd be like,
go play.
Yes. However, I'm going to go 1 step further, just for the viewers, but I'm done. Like, I don't take any longer than that. That's done. Like, what's the point? Tournament mode as a player. Time spent here is a waste of your time. I should be able to get it done in 8-10 shots. And I honestly, I love where that's at. And I haven't changed this. This is your this grip is your connection with the club. This is how you feel. This is what I change. So I don't usually go down this route at all. I would not really look to do what I'm doing. I want to get a different shaft than what I've got there.
Amazing that I've hit 8 golf shots, and the last 2 that I hit were probably 2 of the best drives I've hit in some time. Feels totally different, flight's different, obviously those numbers are going up there. Amazing how quickly there, and I think that's probably the difference between a tour fit v a normal fit. You might spend loads of time chopping and changing as well. He knows that much. Fits Tiger, fits Rory, fits Tommy. 8 shots, and we found something that is ultimately 10, 20, 50 times better than what I was doing from those original shots. I mean, the first 2 shots are 70 yards right of where I am, and the rest are all in the fairway. Mad. Shows how important fitting is, I guess.
So from where you turned up, you've gained 6 yards from where you turned up. Well, your first shot was 279, 278. You're now at 295, 294. After I got you loosened up and going, you were 280. So you've actually gained like 15 total. But again, what would I really look at for gains? And it would be ball speed.
Yeah.
Because you've got a lot of things to put into the equation here. You've got descent angle, peak height, launch, and how soft the fairway is.
Yeah.
And today's fairway, which is quite soft,
Yeah.
I might want your descent angle steeper,
Yeah.
and your peak higher, because I want you to carry it further. If this was what we were truly going out to play,
Yeah.
why do I want you coming in flat anyway?
Yeah.
I don't, do I? So I want this, that 164 ball speed. That is what I want.
Yeah.
That means I've done my job.
Yeah.
And then I would probably, again, tour environment, if it was a Tuesday, I might walk a few holes with you on the golf course.
Yeah.
And have a look at how's the course playing.
Yeah.
All things you consider and you tweak. So now what I've done, because again, you want speed and distance, and I get it, I've actually gone a hair softer in flex that they list,
Yeah.
but I've gone firmer in profile.
Okay.
Don't be scared of it.
Yeah.
Give it a Larry Lash. Pull. First pull, so you got the blade square. Give you another golf shot. Remember, it's a different feel. Aiming miles right. Come on. Aim left, aim left, aim left. Right, now hit the draw. Okay, so next thing, probably wouldn't do it in a tour situation. Bring the golf ball back 1/2 an inch in ball position, because if you think about it, if you're going, you look like you got the ball a long way forward.
Yeah.
If you bring it back,
Yeah.
it's going around the circle a little bit.
Yeah.
So now I can push your start line a
Yeah.
bit to the right. We'll get rid of that low strike in the blade that comes out with a bit of spin like that. I hate that. Let's get a centered hit. Now you look like you're gonna hit it nice and hard and centered for me. Okay, good. Full speed. Adjust to it, go again. Feel uncomfortable?
Yeah, it was weird, that feel like having it back there.
Golf shot. Not spinny enough, is it? But it's good.
A little bit toey, that.
Okay, that's why it's not spinny enough. So in a tour environment, if time and speed was of the essence,
Yeah.
the setup I had you in is where I'd go.
Yeah.
For the sake of this video,
Yeah.
you got a 164 ball speed, I think, and ball speed is a lot.
Yeah.
And we want to see more speed. So your quickest one so far, 164.
Yeah.
That to me is looking at it with like any form of leg drive at all.
Yeah.
So now I'd be like, stick with that a minute, but as you get to the top, left foot up,
Yeah.
and then
Go.
that starts your downswing.
Yeah.
Let's get some daylight in that left heel. And to clarify, this now isn't something that I would do at a tour event. I think we've done. We've got him in that red golf shaft with the 10.5 and the Stealth 2 head, which has helped him a bit. But let's just pick up and let's get the 165, 166 ball speed. And as you go through this, let's see what it does to the ball. 167.
Yeah.
300. Matt, that's how you need to be hitting driver.
Yeah.
Driver is there to be hit.
Yeah.
You
Not-
found 10 mile an hour
not
since you got
packed.
here. If I'm working with you on a consistent basis,
Yeah.
I would be drilling that to you. I can't stand this tapping it business. Let's get the heel lifted up and let's get the 167 ball speed again. 166.6, brilliant. 14 launch, caught it high in the blade.
About 20 longer, that.
2100, 312. And not an ounce of left. Use the black tees because they're longer,
Yeah.
and tee it as high as you can. And that is where I would be, again, if this was a Monday at a tour event,
Yeah.
and you just missed the cut the week before, and you were saying I'm driving it horrendous. If you're now hitting it 312, versus where you started. So your total at the start, 279, 278, you just hit 312. Strokes gained, you've just gained so many strokes.
Yeah.
And all I've told you to do
Peg it up and use
is
your
lift
legs.
your left heel up, plant, and tee it up. And I've given you more loft, different head, firmer tip. So,
Don't know where that's gone.
just again, summarise a minute here. This is where you would go. If we were in a 3-week tournament stretch, I'd start you there.
Yeah.
If we then are working together over a period of time at a tour event, leave the glove on, we're not finished.
Oh.
I would go here, that was S-flex. That shot you just hit there.
Yeah.
If you start to properly hit it, and then your confidence grows, and your trust in me, the fitter, grows, I turn up the week after, and I go, okay, that's S. But if you start giving me 166.9, 166.6, means you're trying to hit it, I go there.
Yeah.
Over the course of the next 2 months, I move you into less loft because I want you to be shallower. And remember, I said to you, if you're delivering less loft, you get more speed.
Yeah.
Your smash factor, your ratio, gets more efficient.
Yeah.
But this is now where we go. But it's about looking at the driver as a distance club, because if you want to hit the pap straight one, you just peg the ground, peg it down and hit it.
Yeah.
You've got that shot.
Yeah.
I'm unlocking new shots.
Ooh, stay behind that one.
Mate, what's up with it? It's coming down now, left semi-rough. You've given a poor reaction to a golf shot, 166.9 ball speed, 11 launch, didn't catch our spin.
Yeah.
But why are you upset with that?
No, I got it nowhere near where I wanted to. I didn't feel like I got through it or...
And it's still giving you those numbers.
Yeah.
So again, it's the relationship, I think, certainly for our generation. As Europeans, we put too much importance on hitting the fairway.
Yeah.
You play with these American guys and the young college kids.
Smash it.
Yeah.
Smash town.
Because if you're 312 in the semi-rough or 280 in the fairway,
312's easier.
you're making more birdies from 312. So full send again. Mega. Look at that ball flight. Mega. We mic dropping. There's nothing more for me to do. I'll see you later. I'm not playing you this afternoon.
That was ridiculous, that one. So what's that then? 6x, lower loft.
Higher loft, open as far as I can get it. You've now got almost 2-degree face angle open.
Yeah.
More spinny head.
Yeah.
Much firmer in the tip.
Yeah.
So you can stand there and give me a consistent 165, 166 ball speed.
Yeah.
And you can feel that you release it.
Yeah.
Launch at 11, which I love because you've got the high tee.
Yeah.
Club path is still going left.
Yeah.
Even though you feel like you're swinging it out towards the fences.
Yeah.
Spin rate is acceptable, just under 3,000. So we've got 2.7, 2.8. So there's even more in the tank, really.
Yeah.
But that one has flown the ridge out there.
Yeah.
And that's great. That's how you hit a driver. But what I like is the one before, the bad hit, which you might be surprised at. But the bad hit is the one I liked.
Yeah, we're still out there.
But it was only on the left semi.
Yeah.
The good ones are always going to be good.
Yeah.
I'm interested in a player being able to hit a fairway finder, which your golf swing can do. That's why you're a good player. And I'm interested in how long's your long bomb.
Yeah.
Because if you get on a 550, 560, 580, 610 par 5, it's cold, you're at Pebble Beach, you're in the back 9, and you've got to get one up. Gary Woodland did it when he won the US Open.
Yeah.
Just bombed it on that par 5 on the back.
Yeah.
You need that in the locker to play tour golf. This start that you had, these little flails to the right, they're no use to anyone.
Yeah.
Not as a player of your level. It's you're wasting. If I've just found you with it, we haven't touched a weight in the gym yet, and you've just found 12 mile an hour.
Yeah.
But it's an understanding and not being scared, but having a club that doesn't shackle you.
Yeah.
And the setup you had is like going bowling and having the rails down the side. It's just shackling you.
Yeah.
It would be a 3-week, if it was tournament, it would be a 2 or 3 week process. We'd go red, get you comfortable, then I'd ease you into that.
Yeah.
Because you build your trust in the fitter.
Yeah.
And that's basically how I did this for 20 years. It's like you slowly build guys in.
Yeah.
But the first step would have been, Matt, you're 7 left.
Yeah.
We have to address that.
Yeah.
The second step, get comfortable. Third step, let's get you driving the ball properly.
Yeah.
And before you know it, that player's then in your equipment for the rest of the summer.
Yeah, very impressed by that, sir. Thank you for that.
Very good.
If you are over here from our channel, make sure you go and check out Chris's channel as well. Go and watch the tour warm up there. Thanks for coming on, and let's go and bomb some.
Exactly, let's do it.
Yeah.